abịa mụ ka nsi abịa ọ bụ Chukwu nọ nso ogidi anamụ ọnụ mụwa anamụ niile egwu a ka nje nye nwoke obi ọcha egwu a ka nje nye nwaanyị obi ọcha asị nwoke na nwaanyị si bịa gbalie egwu a maka na egwu a bụ egwu udo egwu a bụ egwu agamunero anyị na-ekwu si na adịlị nwoke mma onye adịlị nwaanyị mma na anyị nọdụ n'ụbọchị ịgba ide 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 ekwube ọrịnaeze maka nunu ijele mmụọ ọrịnaeze maka nunu mmụọ na-eti egwu m bịa n'ụlọ ọnụ m ijele mmụọ na-egwu abụ egwu alụsị na-egwu nne m egwu abụ egwu alụsị chimo na-egwu egwu ijele mmụọ obodo alụsị na-etiri egwu ijele mmụọ ya bụ ọka alụsị ya bụ alụsị oti ịgba oti ịgba na ijele ya bụ ọka alụsị oti ịgba na ijele ya bụ ọka alụsị odogwu alụsị na-egwu egwu ihe maka na oti ịgba bụ ọka alụsị ijele bụ nwunye alụsị igbudu mmanwụ ma alụsị na-ekwu okwu ibe ya bụ alụsị na-enye ndụ ọ na-enye ego ọ na-enye akụ n'ụba ya bụ alụsị na-enye nwa ọ na-enye nwele igbudu alụsị oti ịgba na ijele alụsị owelu ugo na-akpọghị ka ịbịa n'ogbe alụsị bụ oti ịgba na ijele alụsị welu ugo bịa o nwere igbo na-eme ndị ekwu okwu ijele mmụọ maka alụsị na-ekwu okwu iwe ọ bụrụ ibe na-esili gị ike gị chọba ọka alụsị na ọ bụ alụsị oti ịgba oti ịgba na ijele maka na oti ịgba bụ ọka alụsị ijele bụ nwunye alụsị alụsị na-egwu ogwu ibe na nyabụ alụsị na-eli otu ya every December 1st geje lilie ụta ya bụ ụta alụsị alụsị bụ oti ịgba na ijele alụsị owelu gobio ịzọma mụọ tọwali chụrụ nso alụsị oti ịgba na ijele tọwali chụrụ nso nuo kiliga egwu egwu ele mmọnwụ obodo ma na alụsị na-ekwu okwu ya mmadụ na-ejeli ozi ezi odogwu maka na na-ejeli ozi bụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochutuwele Oraifite Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochutuwele Oraifite ọkanwa na Oraifite ya bụ eze alụsị igbudu Ogbuefi wachibela eze n'ikolobịa Ugochutuwele Eze-Ana na mmukeneli.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. Egwu nụrụ kịta bụ egwu Chinonso Ogidi Anam. tiri mmụọ na temple, mmụọ na Ugochi tụwọrọ na temple a na-akpọ Otigba Ijele, alụsị nwere oke awele. Yes, ọ bụrụ like ya bụ egwu nje na audio mark ma ọ jekwazie na album nso gidi ka download ya bụ egwu. Yes, for some of you that are seeing me for the first time, kpọọ m Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubere na Oraifite dị na Anambra State, ma ọ kpọkwazie m Akajiugo. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na Ugochi tubere na temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi lụkwazi ọlụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụkwazi onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me a priest or an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke eziokwu, isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ more you should know about spiritual husband and wife, part 2. Pay attention. O nwere ụfọdụ ihe anyị chọrọ ka anyị kọwara gị, the symptoms and ọtụtụ ihe na-emegasịrị ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ na-enwe confusion. But before we dive into this lecture, we are still in the month of December. Our group rituals for the month of January. We are still in the month of January. Our group ritual for the month is still ongoing. And you can join us anywhere you are under the sun. We started this group ritual over 3 years now. We have lots of testimonies. Yes. So I want to tell you in a batch. Chat na WhatsApp. Forward your 3 prayer requests. Then make token donation to the account number. Chat na WhatsApp. I will tell you other things we need in order to book you. I get your 3 prayer requests. When all time I church and I go for the could be open or one. This show to I just go in my temple to go for Kubi Okunisi Woken and the wine. This will lie all over the globe. I get make it to do the last day of the month. I get in a million. I get you only. I fruits there to watch. Mesaraka. I just was here now for Calais and the middle but they just charge for favor. I got us here in a temple to entities of power from a temple. You guys are never to a boy, Mesaraka, one that you buy, Macanaja carried over. So I wanted interested in Israel, more know what I do when I'm Kusia, more when you talk about Rafa, meeting. Chat me on WhatsApp 0805 78 37672. I repeat 0805 78 37672 or 0813 8243 871. I repeat 0813 8243 871. Let's now proceed. Yes. So I will now. In Israel, like here and we talk and share about it. One nigga will so lie, handle from the horse's mouth. In your own Israel, in Ezio TV, here I want them mother Basana administration, Kachuko kept me here in negotiating matters with the world. Now, pay attention to Kuzaji, I got again and Kuzaji Betabo. All you need to know about spiritual wife or husband. Part 2. Now, pay attention. Or to turn them mother, they get everything twisted, and not turn them mother begin confused in all ramifications concerning what is happening in the spiritual realm. And I'm here to correct some negative impressions most people normally create concerning spiritual spouse and get everything twisted. Let me tell you one thing you don't know. There is one man that chatted me yesterday. He told me that he's 53 years. And that 53 years he has married 5 wives. And currently is not living with anyone. Now, for him, it was like, what is happening? And we have series of such things happening around to many people. And I had this January, yes, early first week of January, a woman came to me, a very beautiful woman. She told me that after Kamachari, after West Giles, the Western Ancholo, Kampol, that bottom dear, okay, December, Western Nabia, Moldia, wee chigatazi as na first week of January. Now kedu ihe afia reveal? There were so many things muna gị ga-share today concerning what happened to this particular two people which are iji example. On her own case, she have married like 3 times. In fact, the one she is now is the 4th one. And on those marriages, the first one, she has a child out of that marriage. And a few years later, the marriage crashed. The second one, he lived with another man, have 2 kids. That one crashed. The third one, no issue from that particular one. Now, the 4th one, she is now, she had a son. Now, and for the fact that he has a son, even the man she's living with now, is a divorcee too, but no child out of that divorced marriage before she came in and have a child for that particular man. And now they are having issues. So why she came to me is basically because the 4th marriage is about to crash. And when I began consultation, many things was revealed. It's not as if, what I find out from her own consultation is that it's not that this particular woman is a bad person, no. She told me that what she's feeling, because people are now seeing her as a bad person then, but there's so many things that is beyond ordinary eyes that is happening. Let me explain so many things that is happening. And I know you that are listening to me right now have so many people that are experiencing some such thing. Yes, there were so many people who experience such thing right now. As in, some people that are under the influence of my voice now, some of them have experienced failed marriages, relationships multiple times. And only know the Igbo that say na onye anwụ na onye anya mkpọ ma ọ bụ na obi siri ndị a. Even you that are listening to today's lecture might be in your comfort zone. Maybe you are still single. You'll be thinking what could be the problem, and what maybe you'll be apportioning blame to either here or there. But believe in me, many people that have experienced this kind of thing in life, there was a time they are single, maybe when they are still young, and before they enter into their first marriage, they never knew that first marriage will crash. They never knew. So you that are maybe are still single, listening to this topic, might be thinking or passing judgment to those people, calling them names, but you don't know tomorrow whether you will experience such a thing, because sometimes you don't know what is there for you. It could be something that has to do with your previous oath of life. Why I want to treat this topic today is that some people might everything they push it to Ndimmiri. Yes, some of these things happen as a result of maybe from the previous oath of life in your previous reincarnation, in your previous earth life. Or so many things can cause it, or maybe what has to do with your ndot, your spiritual associates, ranging from you going against your spiritual associates, if what your spiritual associates actually want, or maybe it has to do with Awu. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it has so many spiritual undertones that can actually cause this kind of things. But I can tell you that you are passing this kind of thing or experiencing this kind of thing. You are not the only person in this particular journey. There will many people that are experiencing such. But believe in me, some of them are very sweet souls. I was chatting with one person last night. She chatted me, was telling me her own experiences. and everything. And I found out that on her part, she's just a sweet soul. She's an Aries. If you understand what zodiac sign is all about. So zodiac sign is true that in this part of the world we don't normally advance our spiritual knowledge to that extent. But I can tell you, I remember when I was in India, they pay attention to those zodiac signs. Yes, in studying about human character, ịma na enwere melancholy, enwere sangwa, enwere so many, enwere some people that in their character, any small thing they flare up. Yeah, when they will know that, and when the kid describe our local palace as no talkatives, and when they very hard, temperamental. When they work hard too much. In fact, once they are angry, their anger can even get or any cold water hot. They can destroy things whenever they are upset. And so on and so forth. I won't start mentioning all those characteristics differences. So, but one thing I want to chip in here is that even if you want to use, let's just use more of zodiac explanation, zodiac sign explanation, because it's something that you have been proven. You can go to Google and analyze it. And with so many things that is very common among these zodiac signs. Like example, I'm a Sagittarius. And with some certain things that are very common among Sagittarius. No matter how, from each angle you are looking at it, it's very common. And with some certain things that are so common among maybe Libras, Aries, and Virgo, and so many of them. And there are so many other things that is very common among the Scorpio. Anybody that already have passed through them or haven't crossed their path and have many things to do with them, we explain more about them. Me, myself, I have come across Scorpio time and over times. I can actually tell you more about them. Are you following? So, but what I want to tell you today is that, and in all the analysis, you see similarities with people that share the same zodiac signs. Yes, zodiac signs is all about now within the time the sun. Example, the sun at its fullest vibration. Let me put it that way. The sun, or maybe the moon, at the highest peak, or maybe now when the power of the sun or moon, as case may be, is at its lowest ebb. Some of these things have influence in how people born within that particular time, in creation, how they see things and how they see life. The same thing, and even in Igbo spirituality, the way we rank it. And some characteristics very common among people that are born on a Eke market day. Yes, in what time to do the analysis. There was some certain things very common among the people that are born in Ode market. And was some certain things that are very common among the people that was born in Afro market day, and also same thing Congo market day. There was some similarities they share. They share some certain temperaments. They share some certain maybe spiritual links. They have some certain characteristics that are so similar. So what I want to tell you today is that there were so many things. Some of those people that are experiencing so many other things were reasons. And were reasons what you were like that. It's not necessary that those people are bad. No. But the thing is that maybe there is reason that those things they keep experiencing such things. For example, let me give you another one simple things that even you look within your family, you notice it. Have you noticed that men or women, men that are so quiet, so simple, normally get married to high temperamental women? Have you noticed that men that are so quiet normally come across women that are so dominant? Have you noticed the same thing with women? Have you seen a woman that is so calm, down to earth? Maybe you got married to a fire, a man that is theater. Yeah, very brutal. Have you? Let me tell you simple thing that nobody consults this. The truth of the matter is that once you are a calm person as a man, let me use men as an example, very calm, very quiet person, definitely those women that are so domineering will like you. Once they see you, they profess all their love in this world. They will see you as somebody that they will not be able to clash with. And therefore, they can even use their sweet tongue you, professing their love from beginning to the end. But whenever those women that are so domineering fire, once they see another fireman, they run away. Once they see another person that is fire, they will say, no, I can't be able to cope with you. They will run away. They will be looking for somebody that is cooler. Are you following? That is the thing. And if you mistakenly look at that their sweet tonguing and professing love and listen, and go with them with that sweet tonguing of a mouth, you have failed it. Because they will tell you, and sometimes you raise the point that you are too domineering. Hope you will be submissive. They will agree and sweet tongue you. So sometimes it's wrong partnership. It's only sometimes why I'm saying this, that sometimes you blame spirit, but not spirit. Let me tell you one thing. Do you know that issue of checking life partner is solely man's affair? Count God out of it. God has nothing hand to do it. Let me use Bible. Back my stance with the Bible. We were told in Genesis chapter 1 and 2 and 3, we are after creation. We are told we are told the story of Adam and Eve, and we are told how the Adam ate the fruit, forbidden fruit. And when Adam was asked, Adam say Adam, how do you know that you are naked? Have you eaten that forbidden fruit I asked you not to eat? Adam responded, and I quote, is the woman that you gave me. Are you following? Adam now, instead of admitting his fault, you know what is very common among we human beings, he pushed that blame to even to God, saying, is the woman that you gave me. Wow. And now Chukwuokena said, sure. So me giving you a woman is now the problem. Okay. That is why from that time henceforth, Chukwuokena cancel giving anybody a woman. Go anywhere in the Bible. There is no anywhere that it was written anything that God gave a wife to anybody. Instead, what we see in the Bible is that he who finds a wife findeth a good thing and receive blessing from God. So you go and find it yourself, so that if you get the wrong good one, is their own good. If you get the one bad one, it's their own good. Onye kpatara ndị Igbo ji asị na nwaanyị ugwu nke ịtọghatara iburu ntị ọdịbọ. Now, since that time, you go and find it yourself. So it's only man's affair. You get it wrong, you go and clean your mess. It has nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with men of God. Many men of God have similar problems, but some of them normally played down on it. Yes. I've known many men of God that have buried up to 3 wives. At least you know the story of the Lord choosing of them, I think 2 wives or so. We have many of them. It's not that they are bad people, no. But it's like a karma. Yes. So what I'm saying is that there were so many people, you have even some men of God, some of them have so the issue of choosing life partner problem, including known pastors. I'm not talking about, if I begin to mention unknown pastors, there are many, but well known. And some of them, because of they want to live a people's world life. Some of them, because of the stigma, they choose to be dying in silence. Some of them will decide to be cohabiting instead of getting married, like the Chris Oyekulome we had already have his own problem, and since that time nobody knows whether he remarried or whatever, everything just went like that because of what people will say. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Many people are suffering in one way or the other. Many people are suffering in one way. So let's stop judging people based on what this life. Some people will tell you that this life no balance, because whatever that is your own problem might not even be my problem. What is my problem might not be your own problem. Everybody faces your own. And meaning you cannot laugh at another person if you have not finished living your life. Because there are some people that maybe they don't have problem with even with one eye. Maybe they will be laughing people that have one problem with one of their eyes. But before they will finish living their life, something will happen in one of their eyes. That's why it said simple means what is written in Matthew 7 said, don't judge so that you will not be judged. The truth of the matter is that not everything will push it to spirituality. Yes, I agree that there are some people that their problem has to do with their ego. I know some people, based on what Alpha confirmed, that their problem is as a decision made in their previous earth life by their children, that in his present earth life that he's supposed to be a polygamist, as in marry multiple women. But for the fact that the person is here on earth now and become a Christian, and whenever he has problem with wife, and a new one will come. Before you know it, they have 2, 3, 4. Even I remember one of the great men of our time that time has up to 7. So what I'm saying is that in Igbo culture, they hardly divorce unless if where there is mistrust and the mistrust set in, then they can, but naturally they don't normally divorce. Not very often the way it used to be now. So now, but if your children is supposed to decide based on oath of life that you take multiple wives here, but for the fact that the person in question is a Christian, he would not like to go along that line, because based on his current conviction now, instead what he will be doing is to divorce, because he doesn't want to have multiple at the same time. But without knowing that the best suited thing based on his own ego is to have 1, 2, or 3 at a go. Then that is the best suitable thing for based on the ego, is that he have more 1, 2, or even 3. so that there will be peace and they will be fulfilled. But if the person found himself as a church person, he would not like to go against it, because being a good polygamist is against the church rule. Therefore, he will begin to divorce in order to be seen as one man and one wife. So some of them has to do with like maybe the previous earth life, the only experience some certain things that made him to take that oath that in this time he will be a polygamist. That one thing. There are some people that their problem has to do with their endowed spiritual associates. And once you get married, because once you are on youth, definitely sometimes most of the endowed will like to detect someone that you will marry, that the character of that person will be aligned with their own character. Example, on your Obanje. If you're Obanje people, Obanje, your spiritual associate will like you to choose one body from that Obanje plane. If you choose anybody that is out of Obanje plane, they will condemn the person. It will not work. Because one, the person will not be able to understand you. You and the person will always be having misunderstanding, because the point you are seeing things from, she will never see her things from that point of view. She will maybe see from another plane altogether. So the way you people see things is different from the way she sees things. So there will always be a clash. But if you got married to a fellow Obanje, he understand you, and both of you understand each other based on the spiritual compatibility. Yes. So that is the thing. And with that, there will be harmony. But if you did not pay attention to all those things, then you, or maybe you have this agu of a thing. And again, it will be only well agu. And your spiritual forces wanted someone that will be complimenting you, somebody that will be working in accordance or in alliance with the agu, compliment you. So once you don't have such a person, there are going to be a problem. So sometimes, example, sometimes you married someone that is not in the same understanding or the same vibration with you. Example, you're a woman, you are called one of high repute, high vibration, and you go and you got married to an Ofeke, but totally an Ofeke man that is nobody in spiritual ranking. The marriage will crash. That is why you see most people that are called ones, they are having so many issues with marriage. It's not that they are bad people, but no, once you do not understand it very well, you made a mistake. Then some other things that has to do with character compatibility. If you want to choose a partner and you have a time to cut each other, make sure that if there is any early signs that two of you don't normally align and agree on one point, don't ever try to or believe that you will get better tomorrow, that the person will change or later learn how to align or be obedient to you. No, you can never change. Because people's character never change. Let me give you an instance. You know, how many of you have dated a woman? Maybe you are cutting a woman. You can cut a woman for 3 months, 6 months, and that woman have never messed in your presence. Have you noticed it? Yes. It's very difficult for a woman you just met, you are cutting newly, to mess in your presence. I don't know how they normally do the magic. The person maybe walk out or whatever. But when you finally got married to the person is going to get used to know you very well. The person will begin to do all those things. It's a natural calling anyway. but the person will be feel the thing simple means that the person has been hide the way the person hide to mess in their presence when you are cutting the person is how the person hide the character. It's when you finally marry the person will now feel relaxed. After all, both of you are one now, husband and wife. Therefore, you just begin to see the person's bad side. It happened, both man and woman, and that is where the problem sets in. And never you assume that the person will change tomorrow. Some of these things are what is causing problem. And tomorrow, once you start causing problem, you begin to blame the spiritual husband, you begin to blame your spiritual wife. So some of those caring that used to come when two of you are dating, you begin to wind down. So what am I saying? Some of these things are what is causing problems. So why I'm saying this is that not everything you say in the middle, or everything you go in a spiritual connection. No. Some of these things are mistakes you voluntarily entered into. I remember, let me tell you this story before I close. There is this particular friend of mine. When they wanted to choose a wife, they consulted Alpha multiple times. Alpha keeps saying that the two people are not compatible for so many reasons. So after that, after we did that Alpha, and we sent the person now took the result of the Alpha and play it to that woman he wanted to marry. CEO, I have consulted Alpha 2-3 places that are still saying that the combination of that marriage is not the best. You know what the guy told me, the woman said, after listening to 3 different Alpha that said no, that it's not the best, that the marriage will not be that smooth. See what the woman said that told him, and the guy later told me that he doesn't believe in all these things. That after all, his parents lived together and his parents did not consult after during their own time. That's what she said. And that's for her, that love supersedes everything. That she sweet tongue this my friend that she loved him to the extent that the love covers everything. So that is what she told this my friend. And the profession love now and then, profession love, telling my friend that she loved my friend to the fullest. At the stage, my friend was like, actually, that maybe start begin to think that if there is love is so deep to this extent this woman is painting the picture, maybe love can supersede everything Alpha said. And believe in me, 1 year down the line, the problem that Alpha said begin to manifest. So sometimes somebody can tell you that I love you more than everything that. See, let me tell you, for me, based on my own experience, I begin to think that trust is above love. Because in Africa, African people don't know how to love. Believe in me. That's why a woman will always advise you, don't talk about love here. Talk about someone you can trust. What is love to African woman? Maybe let's say a Nigerian woman. Nigerian woman will love you based on what she is getting from you, or even men. One in Nigeria here, most people love you because of what they are getting from you. Believe me. So love here in this part of the world is as a result of what you are doing, the person is getting from you, and can make the person to love you. Once the person stops getting that thing from you, the love will begin to dwindle. The love will begin to go down. So the love we have here, you know that a woman can love you, a man can love you. Okay, a woman can love you as a man because you have been paying her school fees, you have been taking care of her family. Or maybe she's seeing you as an ATM, poverty alleviation machine. It can lie for you, you can say, come here, come on. But what is motivating her is the gains she's gaining and she tend to gain more. She can profess love. But when the going get tough, you see that the person don't really love you. Because if the person genuinely love you for the deepest of her heart, she will always seek for your happiness. She will not invent to give you peace of mind, because the highest thing can give a man is peace of mind. Do you know that most men die nowadays because of BP? See, it's better you have problem out there and come to your house, you have a loving wife, welcome you, what is the problem? Say no, try to make you happy. But if the greater problem you have is problem you have right in your home, that even if you remember to come home, your mind will not. You know why? Because the problem is within. And whereby having problem every time, sometimes you will not enjoy the comfort of your home. Yes. Originally, especially if you are an introvert. Like me, I'm an introvert. I can stay January to December without going out. If you see me going out, it's either I go for spiritual something, or maybe I go for place of worship, or Nanjero or Nanjero. But see me go to party, go to beer parlor, go to everything. No. So what gives me happiness is the comfort of my home. The worst hit is an introvert, because if you want to judge some certain case, check the person. That is why doctors will begin to ask you questions. Counseling, we will ask you questions. You don't normally like to go out, hang out, this and that. He said no. They write down. You know why you want to know to jotting down all those things? Why is jotting down all those things? To know whether you are introvert or extrovert. Any introvert like to enjoy peaceful home. And when the home is not good enough, the introvert will decide either to do anything silly to make sure the home become calm, because he enjoy the comfort of his home. But extrovert, and that is the reason why introverts can easily divorce, because when the home becomes so hot, he will not like anything that will give him hotness in the home. Instead, he get that out, keep that out. You see, introvert, not that they are bad, but extrovert is those people that once you close, you go to beer parlor. Ọ na-akpọ ha ndị bottle, ọṅụọ mmanya nwa nwere taa nkwọbi mee everything. Once he come back, maybe around 10 o'clock, nwaanyị na ụmụaka na-akpụchaghị ụla, ọ stagara ba na bịa lahụ ụla, echi pam ọ dapụgo shop ya. Ihe ya nsogbu too much, o nwere ike ọ bụrụ onye na business ya has to do with traveling. O nwere ike travel n'ọkụ ebe a na-coordinate business ya 2 weeks, 3 weeks, ifubere ya anya. The marriage keep going. They can tolerate any type of person, because what gives them joy is outside. So whatever that is happening in the home doesn't affect them. They can have fun there. So even if the home is big or what's just so they will know chief phone or jump outside the gardens his heart. That is the thing. But if you are not seeing these things in this angle, you will be thinking that some other people are bad. Like when I posted it, some people will be thinking, that man may be a bad man. No. It's simple. If you analyze that person, because I'm a counselor, if you counsel that person, you will understand that that person is an introvert. Yes. Extrovert manage marriage crisis better, because they can easily go outside and have their fun and everything. And they can even stay outside. If the house becomes too hot, they stay outside 2 days, 3 days. You are the one that will be calling their relative, please. If you get anywhere, my husband will be calling, I beg, my husband come back. Without begging them, and you promise that you give him peace, he will not come back. That is how his life is. But extroverts like to start with. That is so. If you are going into marriage, don't take so many sweet tongue for granted. First, analyze that person. Forget about what the person is talking with the mouth, because it will fail you. Instead, look for people that share the same common views with you. Now, if you are introvert, look for an introvert person. Now, look for somebody that is seeing the world and marriage from your own point of view. But if you see somebody that maybe you got married to a feminist, that is not seeing marriage the way you are seeing marriage, you see the problem Rita May Edochie and Judy is having. Judy May Edochie decided to be maybe a feminist. Yes, but Judy understand well from his own angle, and that's why they are happier because he understands the man very well. That is the difference. So sometimes we attribute our problems to the spirits. No. So whenever you make mistake, admit it that you made a mistake. And the greatest mistake you make in a life, if it's you, means that you be a polygamist and you marry a feminist that believes is one man, one woman, you are in trouble. You understand? And that is exactly what happened to May and Judy and Will. So, but what I can tell you that, so before you take any decision of a life partner, keep love aside, keep sweet tongue aside, because the person might love you based on the pocket. Maybe the person is looking at you to be a poverty alleviation to her family. If you are comfortable, then that might trigger the so-called love. But because genuine love is what is your happiness, so be it. That is somebody that love you for whom you are and see life the way you are seeing it. Don't be in a hurry to rush into marriage. I can tell you, wait. You can still see people that see life the way you see, that will always appreciate you for who you are. That will say, nah, I want to do what I want. They said this, approve. By so doing, you'll be able to somebody that will be seeing some things from where you are seeing. And again, let me warn you before I close. If you are an ordinary person, for any reason, you love ordinary with full chest, you're a man, you're a woman, please don't go and marry someone that is deep in the church. If you are comfortable, a woman can profess that don't worry, so he follow you to ordinary. It might not be genuine. Go and look for somebody that is already on the ordinary. Or if you must take somebody that is in the church, be cutting the person, allow the person to be deep into the ordinary and totally convinced with the ordinary before you marry her. Because if you marry those church people that are coming to ordinary because maybe they are seeing you as a good man that they want that will maybe form as poverty alleviation to them, they might agree that they will follow you to ordinary, but it's the able honor. Why you know it's able honor is that some of the tenants of ordinary practice, they will reject it. They will choose the one they want to believe and the one they don't want to believe. So when all this is happening, you'll be blaming their forces, not forces. This is a total case of carelessness. So whenever you find yourself in this kind of mess, clean your mess. Because nobody will do it for you. And make your stand known from day one. Never you make your stand known from day one. Yes. Let me stop here. So what you learn from this part 2 is this. We talk about spiritual or wife, husband. Sometimes it's out of our own error not to consider so many things before you go into a certain relationship or even marriage. So at the end, the thing will be giving issues and you will be blaming spirit. But sometimes it simply means that you did not marry someone that comes from the same plane from with you. That characteristics and everything is same. So once you find us in this kind of mess, deal with it. It's your own problem. It has nothing to do with spiritual. So in life, let's learn how not to be judging people, because I can tell you, here in Sokoto, it's raining everywhere. But pay attention. People are going into a lot. And again, I have learned, me personally, what life has taught me. To always, if you are introvert, go for an introvert. A friend of mine told me one of the problems he has with his wife is that the wife always wants him to take him out. Yes, on regular basis, maybe every Sunday go to ShopRite, go to this and that, go to hang out, go to Eze-Ana, go to, but for him he doesn't want those things. he on his own normally go to those joints, buy those fish, buy those nkwobi, come home. You see the difference and enjoy it. But some will like to go there, sometimes take it to party, go to those area, wine and dine there. So sometimes it's conflict of interest. So if you know you are an introvert, look for introvert. Because sometimes she might tell you that it doesn't matter that he can cook, but after marriage you tell that no, this marriage is becoming boring. I can't go out, he can't do every time or somebody is at home. It becomes an issue. Yes, it becomes an issue. And if you are talking to the person to adopt this is your lifestyle, the person find it difficult to believe, that become an issue. And it might lead to collapse. And people will say, count it and blame you. So from day one, introvert, look for introvert, extrovert, look for extrovert. Even if you guys will abandon children at home, go to parties, dance there and lodge there, no issue. Let me stop here. If you have any question into this lecture, or nature about our family, or nature is your lie, Namoto ritual, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837672. I repeat 0805 7837672 or 0813 8243 871. I repeat 0813 8243 871. See you tomorrow. No, God, one case you. What will not wear no day you are trying. I must know you poor man.